Welcome back to the Gone for 10 show. It's me, I'm your host. It's at the Tony Rosina on socials. I am joined by Baxter. I'm not sure what your socials are. If you know them, spit them out. But, mate, we are here to obviously. What is it? Have you got it? Have you got your socials? Quickly get it up.
Yeah, I do. Let me just give you my Instagram. It is underscore Josh16 Baxter. That is my Instagram. Don't have a lot of posts, but I'm back. I'm back. As it says, I'm back, baby.
Well, there you go. Obviously, those are our Instagrams. Give us a follow. It's the same for me on Twitter. So if you do want to give us a tweet, you want to come on and talk about your team's run into the finals or your team's season, reach out at the Tony Rosina, and obviously we'll get you on here to have a chat about your team. But we are here for the Knights taking on the Cronulla Sharks. No implications for Newcastle. Could have big implications for the Sharks. They could finish second. They could finish third. We're not exactly sure where they can finish. Obviously, Baxter, you're sending me messages about the Premier League. You've absolutely spun my head. But the Newcastle Knights, number one, Tex Lee, Edric Lee, Dane Gagai, Christian Mapup, Dominic Young, Phoenix Crossland, Adam Clune, David Clemmer, Jaden Brayley, Daniel Saifidi, Tyson Frizzell, Brody Jones, Mate Croker, Chris Randall, Jacob Saifidi, Pasami Sulo, Jack Johns, and Simi Sasagi. Now, it is an interesting squad. Like you said, it is in Newcastle. It's the final game. I'm not giving them much hope. We're going to jump straight into the next slide. I'll let you talk about the Cronulla Sharks, a team that could take out second place. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, you got me to open my socials, and as soon as I've seen something, I was just like, "Oh my god, I need to tell you." But first, we got Lachlan Miller in the fullback role. We got Matt Ikuvalu and Ronaldo Motalio in the winger spot. You got Jesse Ramian and Talakai in the centres there. You got Matt Moylan, Nick Irons in the halves. You got Braden Ueli and Royce Hunt into the forward pack role. You got Blake Brayley in the hooker role. You got Brighton Nicarora and Wade Graham in the second row. You got Cameron McInnes into the lock position. You got Telly Wilton, Braden Trindle, Aiden Tolman in his last home game for the his last game for the Sharks, and possibly his also last game, Andrew Fafita, and Luke Metcalf, rounds out your 1-18 there. I wasn't fazed by your message, so it doesn't even bother about me. And I'm giving so much disrespect to the Sharks because they're not going to win. It is going to be Newcastle with the big mad dog, Dave Clemmer. He's going to pop some pills. He's just going to be a mad dog, and he's just going to run over this Cronulla side, and he's going to score a hat trick. And mate, you like to give it out. I'm going to jump on it. It's going to be Newcastle 20 plus. What do you think?
I think you're fucking delusional. I think you're talking about him popping the pills. I think you popped a few pills before you giving that prediction. So obviously, it's not the strongest squad. It's one of the strongest squads they can put on paper. They do have a few injuries. Matt Moylan's playing career best football. Nico Hines, he's been arguably one of the greatest signings this season. Talakai, he was brilliant last week. Ikuvalu, he knows how to find the try line. We saw that when he was at the Roosters. Played minimal games, scored heaps of points. Oh, I think this team wraps up second. I look at that Newcastle side, and yes, they look good on paper. David Clemmer, he is a mad dog. Daniel Saifidi, he's big. Frizzell can break through holes, but I just flick back and I just think in those halves, there is too much experience.
Yeah.
Wade Graham, Cameron McInnes, Fafita off the bench, Tolman. This is a side that some of these players are fighting to potentially have one more home game in front of their fans. They know if they lose, the Cowboys win. They'll know by now we won't get to play in front of these fans again. Last week would have been their last week. So Sharks win 20 plus. Let's reverse it. Sharks win 20 plus.
Here we go.
You've got Newcastle 20 plus. If you've already said a hat trick, but let's just talk. Theoretically, you're correct. 20 plus. who stands up in the halves? Is it Phoenix, Crossland, or Adam Clune? Because neither of those teams scare me if I'm an opposition manager.
Nah, it's Adam Clune. He's going to be putting Dave Clemmer in holes all day. And then you got Tyson Frizzell. He's going to be doing these quick play the balls, jumping off his hands and knees, and he's going to be playing it for Adam Clune so he can put Dave Clemmer through some massive holes in this Cronulla defence, and Dane Gagai to score down the sideline and show Talakai what it means to win an Origin. So, boom, baby.
All right, well, I'm going 20 plus to the Cronulla Sharks. Are you sticking with your 20 plus Newcastle?
I'm sticking with it. 2 I'm cheering for. Come on, Newcastle.
All right, come on, Newcastle from Baxter. I don't really care who wins this game. It means very little to me in the grand scheme of things. But Baxter, thank you for joining me. This has been the Newcastle Knights versus Sharks preview. And we'll be back to wrap up the round with arguably the last spot of the top 8 being decided. The Tigers taking on the Raiders.